Let's get this party started. You guys start just nosing this thing up, and I'll just start saying words. So we have, this is a blend, by the way. That's why I'm reading off the label here, because I don't have Chuck's amazing memory
photographic memory.
So what we have here is 54% Kentucky 10-year, a 22% Green River 7-year, a 14% 7-year to be named later, and a 10%
own Green River,
a 10% Kentucky 12-year blend.
Are any of these rye predominant? Because I'm getting heavy rye notes.
There is some rye in there, yes, sir. So okay. Chuck's going to be happy. Yeah, one of them is 13%. One of them's 21. One of them is 99, and one of them is 10.
What was that? Did you say 98?
That's a 99. So one of them is a 99 one. So Chuck, you're gonna love this.
I was gonna say the rye.
Good on TJ for picking that up. Yeah,
the rye notes come through.
They do. They really do.
They do.
Definitely spearmint, like spearmint, hay, and yeah.
Wait, we're pouring. Which one did this?
07.
Okay, I'm just making sure I'm pouring the right one.
Now, I actually. So Chuck, even though this is a rye, you're kind of liking it, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that
it's only partly a rye.
That one distillery I didn't name is the reason why.
It's MGP.
I mean, could be. So this is a blend. This was a thing to get. This is actually a single release, limited edition, whatever you want to call it, from a distillery you both love. Chuck, I think, has pursued partial ownership in. Not barrel.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know what it is. It's like it's down to barrel or this one, and it's this one. Yeah, there's a lot of sweet, like it's weird. So like the bourbon notes are trying to overpower the rye notes, but the rye notes are there.
What's interesting is I was so much getting the non-rye notes, and then now all I can get are the rye notes. So yeah, initially it was just tons of sweet and even a little cocoa and chocolate, and then it gives way to rye, hay,
and
some
like
oak and char. Yep,
and much like a lot of people say about TJ, and then TJ ruined it for you, didn't he?
Yeah,
I mentioned the rye notes.
Yeah,
because TJ ruins everything. Yeah, this is the.
Yeah, I was just saying it's very interesting that this is one of the, I don't know if it's a note that means it wasn't blended properly or what, but they're definitely very much competing and not working together. So.
Or you just say in waves, like they're there for you to pull back the layers and discover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one, I feel like I understand where Chuck's coming from on this and where TJ. And this comes from a very well-known, if you're a hardcore bourbon follower, fairly well-known, bourbon group that goes around to major distilleries and picks stuff that they like and then basically throw all the money in the world at it and say, this is what we want, and that's what they get. So, and this one, I feel like, is either hit or miss.
So palate finish, same story as the nose. Like I get bourbon notes, and then on the finish, the rye comes in and says that it's they're not melded. It's one and the other, which is crazy.
It's two-faced.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be great name for it. There we go. The two-faced pick.
Yeah. And the palate, like, man, it's just like I went outside. So they cut the straw 5 days ago. Brian, straw or hay? Just kidding. And then Brian didn't know what straw and hay was, the difference between them. So that's sorry.
Don't say link that video because I don't know which one it was in.
No, I think this was a personal conversation that I'm sharing on.
Either way, I'm not sure. I grew up in the city. I'm like, I think it was some story. I embarrassed myself in front of my father-in-law's entire family. They're all farmers, and they were talking about different types of hay at one period of time. And I stopped and I was like, wait, there's different types of hay? And they all looked at me like, who invited this city slicker into our family? And I've probably never embarrassed my father-in-law more. We have a great relationship, but that was probably one of the number one time he was like, Brian, you should have just kept your mouth shut.
The one time.
There we go.
Anyway, back.
Well, the number one time.
The number one time.
Definitely not the one time, but the number one time.
Yeah. So like to me, it's the palate. Like literally cut the hay 5 days ago, and I could just go out there and like I'm just munching on it. Like that's the taste that I get at the back end of that palate. It does give way into like some menthol, some mint. That's kind of cooling in the palate at the back. But it's very rye forward after the front side of the palate. And it's just like rye hay.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of honey notes right in the beginning, maybe a little bit of apple, some fruity notes, and then just the hay, the rye comes in, and then it is not a peppery finish, it is a menthol finish. So
spot on. This is almost like one of those, like, I feel like on the nose, you almost get like this bourbon rye mix because you get like this sweet, but you get the rye in there. And Chuck, I think you're spot on. Like you can get that. I think you can just take this and go, oh, I get the bourbon notes this time, and then, oh, now I get the rye notes. But then come palate finish, the rye just comes through all the way. So, some people feel like this is a hit. I think if you're a rye drinker, you're going to enjoy this obviously a lot more. Other people feel like it's a complete miss. So this is from Bardstown.
Hold on. Well, before we go price or anything else, I was going to say, because Jim Beam did the Boo Rye, and this would be similar. I think that is better than this, and that goes for what, $45.50. So
that's
I think
Knob Creek Boo Rye.
Yeah, the Knob Creek Boo Rye.
Yeah,
so I think the Little Book this year was also
that's a league of its own. Like we do need to review that because that's really, really good.
Well, if you send us a sample.
Maybe I've kind of been enjoying it myself. So just saying. But if this is over $65, I would just go the Knob Creek is where I'm going to go.
It sounds like from Brian's description earlier of the bourbon group that just spends whatever they want and they get it. My guess is this is well north of that.
Anyway,
carry on, Brian.
Yeah. So I will say, the Knob Creek Boo Rye, if you've not had it, like, get it, like $45.
Huh? You guys haven't seen it?
I've sent a sample of it.
Yeah.
I have sent you a sample of it. If you've had it.
Oh, well then.
You actually enjoyed it, not as much as TJ and I, but you did. And link that video. And so, gotcha. So, this is good, but I mean, value-wise, the Knob Creek Boo Rye, yes, at $45. This has way more complexity than that Knob Creek Boo Rye, though. Like, there's way more here than theirs. I think I'm on my third bottle of the Knob Creek Boo Rye, so I can tell you I have experience with it. This has way more complexity to it. But you're paying 5 times more. So, well, no, sorry. Nope. 3.5, sorry. 3.5 times more. Bardstown, Bourbon Lore pick from, I think it was early this spring in 25.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. I was lucky enough to get the Ben Holiday Bourbon Lore pick. Phenomenal. Loved it. I think it finished around 15th, 18th in our best of. Very solid pick. I was excited to get this Bardstown pick as a result, and for $175.
Ooh.
I was expecting more. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at there.
You lost me at the price. Like I think, like even after as I go back to this,
it lost me at the price.
At the nose is really delightful. Like it is a really nice nose. And I even almost said before, this isn't our first pour of the night. I almost said before, like we got past the nose, I was like, this is the best nose of the night. Like this is before TJ made me aware of the rye notes, but like there's a lot of complexity on the nose and it's delightful. But then it's like, man, you get into that palate and it's just like chewing on some straw.
No, I'm gonna disagree. The Dark Arts was the best of the night, hands down, nowhere close.
No, the Coy Hill was, but whatever.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it's a great bottle. I think at $60, like I would be happy. Anything over than that, no thanks. I do agree with you. There's more complexity with this than the Knob Creek Boo Rye. But more complexity does not make it better. And that's it. It's because it goes like this would be, you got to view it as a blend because that's what it is. If Barrel Craft Spirits put this out, we would be like, what did they do? They did not blend it appropriately. And to me, that's what this is everything is fighting. It's not melded together. And so I don't think you have as high quality product in my opinion. And, Bourbon Lore will never talk to me again, but they don't talk to me anyway, so I'm okay with that.
TJ, I feel like that's a phenomenal analysis. Like I like ryes, I like Boo Ryes. Actually, I probably need to send you guys. We need to do a Boo Rye flight of the KC. I have the High West Boo Rye from this year.
2025 this year. I was like, do you still have the old Boo Rye?
No, the 2025. No, that like the 2021, which was great, is gone.
And I can send the little book.
But the 2025 from this year, guys, by the way, like it's phenomenal. The 2025 Boo Rye, it like High West came back with amazing on that. So we actually probably need to do a lineup of KC, that, and the little book.
Let's do it.
Not this. Because those are good price points. You have your 50, you have your 125, and then your 150. This guy sadly just missed it. Yeah, and TJ, again, sorry, rambling, but great analysis. Like, I think I feel like this had potential as a great Boo Rye, but like just did not quite work together well.
Yep. All right, there you go. Have you had any good Bardstown picks lately? Have you tried any of the Bourbon Lore stuff? Let us know. And with that, cheers. We'll see you next time.
Stay neat.
Power Bourbon.